Alright, we're gonna wait for the results. I don't mind if we have a baby, you know? I love kids. She's a beautiful young lady. This is the alright test, you know? We got the more accurate one right here. Oh, Lord. That's why. We're in a relationship. Whether you want to call it a friendship or open relationship, business relationship, where we have some type of relationship going on. This ain't no picnic. Well, yeah, we ain't speed dating.
Something slipped and the internet caught it before the sentence even finished. 1 minute it was a regular live, casual energy background noise of the usual drama. The next minute, boom, Karlissa drops what sounded like a baby gender reveal. And suddenly the timeline freezes like someone just leaked classified information. No balloons, no cake-cutting moment, no glitter cannons. Just a few words that hit harder than a surprise album drop. And when I tell you social media reacted like this was the season finale nobody was prepared for. I mean, think less family announcement and more reality TV nuclear event. Because when it comes to Blueface, nothing stays simple. A baby announcement isn't just a baby announcement. It's storyline fuel. It's speculation bait. It's internet wildfire waiting for oxygen. And the moment fans thought they heard that gender confirmed, the comment sections erupted like somebody yelled plot twist. In a crowded theater, was it a slip? Was it intentional? Was Blueface blindsided? Or was this strategic chaos wrapped in casual conversation? This isn't just about pink or blue. This is about timing, control, narrative. And who gets to hold the microphone when family news turns into public spectacle. And if you think this is just a sweet little reveal moment, buckle up, because this feels like the beginning of another headline hurricane. It didn't start with fireworks. It started with a sentence, a casual, almost throwaway line that most people would have missed, except this isn't most people. And this isn't a normal family. This is Blueface's orbit, where even breathing too loud can trend for 48 hours. So when Karlissa appeared to casually reveal the baby's gender during a live, the internet didn't treat it like a grandmother moment. It treated it like classified intel just slipped past security. And just like that, the timeline exploded. Clips were screen recorded within seconds. Comments started flooding in before the live even ended. Did she just say that? Wait, rewind. Was that the gender? The internet doesn't need confirmation, it needs momentum. And momentum hit like a freight train. Now here's the part that makes it messy. There was no glitter cannon, no official gender reveal party, no coordinated Instagram post with balloons floating into the sky. Just Karlissa speaking confidently, casually, as if she forgot millions of people were listening. And when you mix family dynamics with public spectacle, subtle doesn't stay subtle for long. Because in Blueface's universe, family announcements aren't private. They're content, they're commentary, they're chess pieces, and whether that line was intentional or accidental, fans interpreted it as a bombshell. The blogs wasted no time. Headlines leaned dramatic, gender exposed. Was Blueface ready? Did Karlissa spill too much? They didn't confirm, they didn't verify, they amplified. Because in the content economy, speculation pays faster than patience, and suddenly, the narrative shifted from baby joy to baby controversy. Was this Karlissa stepping in? Was she reclaiming control of the narrative? Or was this just a grandmother excited and unaware of the digital storm she was triggering? The internet didn't wait for answers. It assigned motives. It created backstories. It built a whole plotline before anyone officially responded. Meanwhile, Blueface's name started trending again, not for music, not for performance, but for family drama. And here's the irony. A gender reveal is supposed to be celebratory, but in this ecosystem, even celebration feels like strategy. Timing is everything, and fans were quick to question it. Why now? Why this way? Why on live? The speculation wasn't gentle, it was surgical. People dissected tone, word choice, facial expression. If Karlissa blinked too slow, someone screen captured it and called it suspicious. The bigger tension. Control. In high-profile family dynamics, Control of information is power. Who announces first? Who confirms? Who stays silent the moment that sentence slipped? People wondered if Blueface had been looped in or looped out. And here's where it gets layered. Blueface's history with public relationships has already conditioned the audience to expect chaos. So even a simple announcement doesn't land softly. It lands with baggage. Fans started asking if this was another example of internal drama. Spilling outward. Was this shade? Was this accidental? Was this a message to someone else involved? The comment sections weren't curious. They were investigative. Some defended Karlissa immediately. She's just excited. It's her grandbaby. Others weren't convinced. That didn't sound accidental. She knew what she was doing. And just like that, a family moment turned into a debate stage. What made it combustible wasn't just the gender reveal itself. It was the pattern. In this circle, information leaks feel less like mistakes and more like moves. And whether or not that's true, perception is louder than intent. Blueface's silence only intensified it. No immediate clarification. No that. Was taken out of context. Just quiet. And silence in a situation like this doesn't calm the storm, it feeds it. Because when you don't speak, the internet fills in the blanks for you. The memes rolled in fast. Pink and blue graphics edited with dramatic captions, family meeting loading. Who approved this? The situation became content within hours, and once it becomes content, it stops being private. What should have been a tender reveal became a trending controversy. And here's the uncomfortable truth. In celebrity culture, even babies become part of the narrative machine. That's not necessarily fair, but it's real. The second that gender was perceived as exposed, it became storyline fuel. Now the tension isn't just about what was said, it's about what it means. Does this shift family alliances? Does this spark private conflict? Was Blueface blindsided? Or was this coordinated? Nobody knows for sure. But that hasn't stopped the speculation from running laps, because in this world, a simple sentence can trigger a saga. And if this was just the beginning, and just when everyone thought the situation would cool down, it did the exact opposite, because once the blogs labeled it a bombshell. The narrative upgraded from mild confusion to full-blown storyline warfare. Reaction channels clocked in like it was payroll day. TikTok analysts started stitching clips with dramatic zoom-ins. Twitter threads popped up breaking down the exact second Karlissa's tone shifted. It wasn't just a gender mention anymore. It was evidence and the timing. Oh, the internet loves timing. Fans started connecting dots that may or may not have existed. Was this supposed to be revealed later? Did someone else plan to announce it first? Is this a power play? The speculation escalated from curious to cinematic. People weren't just watching, they were scripting sequels in real time. Then came the public outrage phase. Some viewers argued that family news should stay private. Others insisted that once you live publicly, nothing is truly private. The debate got louder than the actual reveal. It's her grandchild versus that wasn't her announcement to make. Comment sections turned into moral courtrooms with absolutely no judges. And of course, Blueface's continued silence became the loudest part of the conversation. Because when you're known for responding quickly to drama, not responding at all feels intentional. Was he upset? Was he blindsided? Or was he sitting back watching the chaos unfold like a producer reviewing footage? The lack of immediate clarification created its own storyline. Meanwhile, memes were working overtime, baby gender graphics paired with dramatic breaking news music, edited clips captioned. When grandma leaks the surprise, the internet turned what could have been a tender family moment into a digital comedy special. But beneath the humor, there was tension. Family dynamics in public view are already fragile. Add cameras, followers, and millions of opinions. That's pressure. And when pressure mixes with history, past public disagreements, messy relationships, ongoing narratives, it doesn't take much to ignite a spark. The blog started asking deeper questions. Was this accidental excitement or strategic exposure? Did Karlissa reclaim the spotlight? Or was this simply a slip that got magnified beyond reason? The framing shifted from oops to move. And that word right there, move, changes everything. Because if it was a move, then there's intention. And if there's intention, then there's motive. And if there's motive, the audience starts looking for targets. Suddenly, the baby. Reveal wasn't about celebration, it was about alignment. Who stands where, who benefits, who loses control of the narrative. Even subtle online activity got dissected. Who liked which post, who reposted which clip, who ignored it completely. Silence was interpreted as anger. Reaction was interpreted as confirmation. There was no neutral option, and then came the wildest twist. People started predicting fallout before it even happened. This is going to cause problems. There's no way this doesn't escalate. The internet thrives on forecasting drama. It doesn't wait for thunder. It declares a storm warning. The pop culture comparisons were relentless. This makes reality show reunions look peaceful. This is giving season finale cliffhanger. Why does every announcement in this family feel like a plot twist? The exaggeration reached cinematic heights, but here's what makes it fascinating. Nothing explosive had actually been confirmed. No heated livestream argument, no public clapback, just a perceived reveal and an avalanche of reaction. That's how modern celebrity controversy works. The reaction becomes bigger than the action. And the longer Blueface stayed quiet, the more the narrative stretched. Was he waiting for the right moment? Was he letting it blow over? Or was there tension behind closed doors that the public couldn't see? Speculation turned into storyline fuel? Influencers weighed in with insider takes. Some claimed this would deepen family rifts, others said it was harmless excitement blown out of proportion. The audience split into camps again, Team Innocent Slip versus Team Strategic Spill. But one thing was undeniable. Attention skyrocketed, engagement surged, names trended. In the world of viral drama, visibility is currency, and whether intentional or accidental, this moment cashed in. Still, tension lingers when narrative control feels disrupted, because if the gender reveal wasn't supposed to happen that way, someone lost the microphone. And in a public family dynamic, losing the microphone feels like losing leverage. And that's where things start to simmer beneath the surface. Not explosive yet, but definitely not calm either. And then came the part nobody talks about enough. The aftermath, not the trending spike, not the meme storm, the aftershock. Because once the internet moves onto its next shiny headline, the real-world dynamics are left to settle behind closed doors. And that's where things get complicated. A gender reveal might seem simple on the surface. Pink or blue, boy or girl, celebration, balloons, applause. But in a public family ecosystem like this, information equals influence, and when information slips out unexpectedly, influence shifts. Now the question floating in the background isn't just was it accidental? It's who controls the narrative now, because let's be honest, Blueface's world operates like an ongoing reality series without a production crew. Every update becomes content. Every disagreement becomes a storyline. And when Karlissa seemingly revealed the gender first, whether intentional or not, it changed the sequence of control. If there were plans for a coordinated announcement, these plans got overshadowed. If there wasn't a plan, then the public just assumed there was supposed to be one. Either way, the internet decided something had been disrupted, and disruption in a public dynamic never stays small. For Karlissa, this moment reinforced something. She's already known for speaking her mind, confident, direct, and filtered. Some fans praised her excitement. Others accused her of overstepping. The same action to completely different interpretations. That's the tightrope of public family roles. For Blueface, the silence became symbolic. Silence in celebrity culture isn't neutral, it's strategic. Or at least perceived that way. People started reading into it like it was a coded message. He must be upset. He's waiting to respond. He's handling it privately, the truth. Nobody outside that circle actually knows. But the speculation doesn't slow down just because clarity is missing. Then there's the ripple effect on relationships. when private news becomes public unexpectedly. It can create tension, even if that tension never reaches the timeline. Alignment shifts, conversations happen offline, boundaries get discussed, and while the audience may never see those discussions, they feel the shift in energy. Because energy changes when trust feels tested, whether this was harmless excitement or strategic positioning. Perception matters more than intent in viral culture. And perception right now says messy, not chaotic, not explosive, just messy enough to keep people watching. Public perception also plays favorites. Some fans framed Karlissa as protective. Others framed her as attention-seeking. Some blamed Blueface for allowing family drama to play out publicly in the first place. It's a rotating blame wheel, and everybody gets a turn. But here's the uncomfortable reality. Babies deserve privacy. And when their announcements turn into trending debates, the line between content and personal life gets blurry. The internet may treat it like entertainment, but at its core, it's family business. Still, controversy drives visibility, and visibility drives relevance, whether accidental or calculated. This moment amplified all names involved. Engagement. Numbers climbed, discussion channels lit up, reaction videos multiplied. In the digital arena, attention is oxygen, but oxygen can also fuel fire. The lingering question now isn't about the baby's gender anymore. It's about what this moment represents. Does it signal deeper internal tension? Was it a harmless grandmother moment that got magnified beyond reason? Or is this just another chapter in a long-running public saga where boundaries are constantly tested? What's fascinating is how small the original moment was compared to the storm it created. A sentence, a few words, and suddenly the internet built a full narrative arc complete with villains, victims, and predicted fallout. That's the power of framing. And here's the twist nobody wants to admit: the audience plays a role in escalation. Every share, every hot take, every "did you see this" message in a group chat adds fuel. We amplify before we verify. We dramatize before we understand. So now, as things settle publicly, the curiosity doesn't fade. It lingers because once narrative control feels unstable, people expect another shift, another reveal, another headline. The tension may never explode into a public argument. It may quietly dissolve behind closed doors, but the imprint of this moment stays. Karlissa's perceived bombshell becomes part of the ongoing storyline. Blueface's silence becomes another chapter in the speculation book, and the internet. It waits, because if history has taught viewers anything, it's that when it comes to this family, calm never lasts long. And whether this was an innocent slip or a calculated reveal, one thing is certain: the microphone changed hands for a moment. And in the world of viral drama, that's all it takes to spark another saga. Alright, now let's get real. Was this just an excited grandmother moment blown out of proportion? Or did that timing feel intentional? I want your honest take, not the safe answer, not the neutral comment. Tell me what you really think happened. If this breakdown made you look at the situation differently, go ahead and smash that like button like it owes you money. Hit it with confidence, because every like pushes these conversations into the spotlight. And you already know we don't skim headlines over. Here, we dissect them. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because when it comes to this circle, the next headline is always loading. One live can flip the script. One post can change everything. And when it drops, you don't want to be hearing about it secondhand. Around here, we don't just follow drama, we decode it. We don't just react, we analyze. And when narrative control shifts, we notice. Stay curious, stay vocal, stay tuned, because the internet moves fast, but fame floss moves faster.